In the past month, I've signed 3 clients that had recently spoken with another financial advisor, but decided to work with us and with me as their financial advisor. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why and how this happened and how you can implement it for your own business to attract more clients and ultimately grow your business and client bank. As an FYI, I didn't actively go and steal these clients. They had come to us. And they'd come to us for a specific reason, and this reason is what I'm going to talk to you about in this video. So for reference, I'm a financial advisor. I run Hemmings Financial Solutions. We get 99% of our leads all through Instagram, and we use Instagram as our main lead generation platform. In the past 3 months, we've signed 30 high value clients, and this channel is all about sharing those strategies and what I do in order to generate high value clients for my business. So as I mentioned, majority of our leads come through our Instagram. So these particular leads and now clients came through that Instagram journey. They'd seen our content and then had booked in a call to have a chat with me. I'd had a chat. We then scheduled an initial meeting, and it was during these initial meetings I asked if they'd previously spoken with a financial advisor, and all 3 of them had said recently they had spoken with a financial advisor. However, had then seen my content online, had heard and listened to what I was talking about, and that had prompted them to book a call because they realised that I specialised with business owners and were talking about all the problems that they had, and so wanted to then have that chat with me to see if I could help and see if I would help them. All 3 of them then ended up coming on as a client. And there's 2 important aspects to this. And these 2 aspects are what you can take for your own content and for your own business in order to generate more clients, but also the right clients for you. So the reason why they weren't too sure with the financial advisor that they'd previously spoken to was because they didn't specialize in the area that they were. They didn't specialize or do a lot of work with what they were, and they were business owners. And so when they'd then seen my content online and seen the problems I was talking to, I was talking exactly to them and to their problems, and then providing them information based on their problems. And that is what they resonated with, and that is what they then, the reason why they scheduled in that call to have a chat with me. And this is the power of 2 things. Of 1, posting content online and having a social media presence and platform to be able to attract and showcase what you can do for clients and who you can help. So that is one aspect to it. But the second aspect to it, and probably the most important part, is having that niche and having that sector and that type of person that you can actually help. And it was this side of things that ultimately won that piece of business, those 3 pieces of business. And I see so many financial advisors posting content online, which ticks box 1 partly. The content you post is generally pretty rubbish, but you're posting content. But the second part is what the important aspect is actually posting content for a specific niche and choosing a niche and sticking to it. I see so many advisors that have such a wide range of clients that they can help, and the content they post and the person they're speaking to, they're trying to speak to so many different people with so many different problems. And by casting that really wide net of who you can help, you think you're attracting more people to your business, and that you'll end up having more clients because you're talking to more people, is the complete inverse of what happens. And I don't know whether they'd found that other financial advisor online and then that's how they got in touch with them, or whether it was through Google, or whether they found him because he was local or her. But by posting to a specific niche, you speak directly to that person, and so then when they read that content, that connection and that the interest from them to start working with you is so much higher when you have a proper niche and when you talk about that niche. The actual niche does not matter. It doesn't matter at all. It can be based on sectors in terms of what they work, what they do outside of work. It just needs to be a specific type of person so that you can convey it in a sentence of who you want to be. And the more specific you can be, the better. And as an example is, if those business owners were working in a particular sector or a particular niche within business, and another financial advisor was talking about business owners, but specifically in that sector or niche, I think, or I can almost guarantee, that that financial advisor would end up have taken those leads off of me. The more specific you can be, the better. In terms of actually having a great financial advice business, you don't actually need that many clients. You just need a number of high value clients. And so the more specific you can be, the quicker really you can get to that number of clients that you want to service and have, and the easier it is. So by being more specific, it actually benefits you and your business, and also it benefits your clients because they get to find someone who can actually really solve the problems. I'll link another video above here where I talk about niche in a bit more detail. On that, in terms of picking a niche, just generally, pick a niche that you understand, pick a niche that you've got some experience with, and pick a niche that you actually want to work with. I mentioned it in another video. Don't pick a niche because you've seen someone else do that niche online and it's working for them, and so you want to try and copy it when you know absolutely nothing about it, got no experience with it, and generally don't even like the people or whatever that niche is. Pick a niche that you've got experience with, whether that's your background as whatever you were doing previously as an advisor, whether it's your hobby or what you like doing outside of financial advice and outside of your business. Having a niche that you actually understand and know about, and then can actually offer the solutions to their problems and understand their pains and problems, is the most important aspect of that niche. It's not about trying to pick a niche that you think is high value. That will again work in the inverse side of things. And then on that, in terms of the actual content, just start posting content. Put yourself out there and post content, and understand and look at what does well and what doesn't do well, and then just keep posting that content that does well. If nothing's doing well, then change the strategy, change what you're doing. So that is how I stole 3 clients from other financial advisors, basically because I had a niche and because I post online. That is it. It's as simple as that. If you found this video interesting, then YouTube thinks you'll find this video interesting as well. So give it a watch and have a look at some of the links below in terms of how I might be able to help you.